We are watching several breaking news stories right now. Votes still being counted in Georgia, with Raphael Warnock projected as the winner and Jon Ossoff leading, but his race still too close to call. Meanwhile, in our nation's capital, thousands of protesters are gathered ahead of a joint session of Congress, which will count the Electoral College results. Joining us now to discuss someone who will be in that room today, Democratic Congresswoman Katie Porter of California. She was just sworn in as part of the new Congress earlier this week for her second term. She also just celebrated her birthday. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us. After all of this chaos today, you still need to govern. How are you going to do that?
Well, look, I think one of the things that we have now is a majority in the Senate that's going to do the work of democracy, which is bring bills forward for a vote. The problem we had before in this country wasn't that we were losing votes, it was that we weren't having any in the Senate. So with a new Senate majority leader, with the Democrats in control of the Senate, we could bring bills forward that have the vast support of the majority of the American people. Bills like closing loopholes on background checks, bills like standing up and stopping corruption and cleaning up our government, H.R. 1, the For the People Act. This is about moving those items forward that already have the wide support of the American people. Things like relief checks that will really help families that are struggling.
Is that your top priority? You know, you and I have spoken a lot about the economic distress many people are in. What's the first order of business you want addressed?
Well, I do think absolutely survival checks for people. We are in a disaster situation. That's what coronavirus is. It's a disaster. It has devastated our population, our economy, our healthcare workers, so many frontline workers. So our first and foremost duty has to be to respond quickly to the imminent and ongoing disaster. So that means getting more money into the hands of families, keeping a roof over families' heads so they can continue to pay their rent or their mortgage to avoid a wide-scale housing crisis. I think this is top of mind. And then I think the next big issue is really doing the work of cleaning up our government, showing the American people who've put their trust in us that we are going to take steps to make government work the way they think it should, which is fighting for them, not fighting for corporate special interests. And both of these Senate races, both Raphael Warnock and Jon Ossoff, who I endorsed and have gotten to know, made standing up to corruption a centerpiece of their campaigns.
Well, I'm guessing that's going to be a big focus for you. You were just named back to the Oversight and Reform Committee. What are your top priorities there?
Well, I think one really important thing to understand is that oversight isn't a partisan obligation. Regardless of who's in the administration, we still have an obligation to make sure government's working. And so that work is going to continue. And of course, the Oversight and Reform Committee also oversees private sector. The problems that we've seen with pharmaceutical price gouging, with health insurers, denying claims, with surprise billing, all of these concerns continue. Although I hope that President-elect Biden and Vice President-elect Harris will work on these issues. In the meantime, we have an important role in the Oversight Committee to expose the problems.
Big money influences bad policy, no matter who is in office. The problems have to be exposed. We've got to go, but then quickly, should people start to assume they are going to get topped up and get those $2,000 checks now?
Well, I think people need those checks. I don't think that anyone is going to go out and purchase anything today. What are people going to do with this $2,000 if they get it and when they get it? They're going to put food on the table for them and their families. They're going to be able to buy a warm coat for their child. They're going to be able to turn the heat, keep the heat on in their house. These are survival disaster payments.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.